Today, orange juice is an essential part of the traditional American breakfast. Its use has been extensified in American society. The typical American family congregates around the breakfast table every morning and is served this simple yet delectable drink. However, in the first half of the 20th century, orange juice was virtually non-existent, only made if freshly squeezed at home. How did a dramatic shift in the meaning of orange juice take place over such a short period of time? To answer this question, we have to study the demand for orange juice at the end of World War II, during the rise of consumerism. The marketing tactics employed for the sale of frozen concentrated orange juice in the mid-20th century revolutionized the meaning of this commodity. Let's first take a look at the early beginnings of the orange juice industry. In the first half of the 20th century, the fresh fruit industry was plagued by a severe overproduction of oranges. To mitigate this surplus, the fresh fruit industry made several attempts to stimulate consumer demand. Packing houses were created as a means for eliminating inadequate fruit, processing oranges into canned juice. This involved boiling and freezing the freshly squeezed juice. The Florida Citrus Canners Cooperative adopted this method in 1930, enlisting Disney to support their Donald Duck orange juice. Frozen canned orange juice tended to lose its flavor, though, while being transported, and the natural components of the liquid tended to degrade. The end product was an undesirable glob many preferred not to consume. On the other hand, tomato and apple juices held their position at the breakfast table as they retained their flavors for longer periods of time after processing. Orange juice was simply not in demand at the time. The issue of orange overproduction also continued to plague Florida farmers. In the midst of the Second World War, the demand for orange juice skyrocketed. American soldiers in the war had regulated diets that required a reliable source of nutrients supplied in the form of a K ration. The problem with the K ration was providing an appetizing, non-perishable source of vitamin C. Many commanders in the war refuted the idea of vitamin supplements as a primary vehicle for vitamin C. This led to the demand of a non-perishable juice that could provide vitamin C without a loss in flavor. In 1948, the USDA's L.G. McDowell, C.D. Atkins, and E.L. Moore engineered what is known as frozen concentrated orange juice. Unlike previous attempts at freezing orange juice, this process required the production of a solid concentrate. The production of the concentrate relied on evaporating most of the juice's water content. It had the ability to be frozen, transported, and reconstituted with the addition of water. Finally, Americans had managed to simulate the eluting flavor and improve upon the nutritional value of freshly squeezed orange juice. Unfortunately, the discovery of this process came too late for its use in World War II. The Cinderella product was a phrase coined by the Florida citrus industry to explain the seemingly magical transformation of devalued oranges into a highly profitable commodity. Minute Maid alone saw a tenfold increase in frozen concentrated orange juice sales from 1948 to 1951. However, this so-called Cinderella transformation was more than just an economic revolution. The consumption of orange juice became ritualized in society. The reason? Bing Crosby's Minute Maid commercials. In these catchy television and radio ads, Crosby crooned about the nutritional values of Minute Maid orange juice, encouraging consumers to live healthier lifestyles. The objective was convincing consumers that frozen concentrated orange juice was a high-quality juice for its low price. This ultimately extensified orange juice at the turn of the mid-century. The tactful use of Bing Crosby as a celebrity spokesperson convinced Americans that Crosby was right in saying Minute Maid was simply the best there is. There is no better way to start the day than with a glass of orange juice. Its extensification symbolized classlessness and allowed all Americans to participate in consumer society. To many, orange juice was a true American symbol of equality and patriotism. Demand continued to rise steeply in the 1950s. By 1952, it was determined that orange juice had decidedly replaced tomato juice and apple juice as the breakfast drink of choice in the United States. Within a short period of time, orange juice became an integral part of American life. In this sense, we can see that the mass marketing tactics of the mid-century would effectively revolutionize the modern meaning of orange juice. Today, Brazil has become the largest exporter of orange juice in the world, while the US remains as the largest consumer. However, in recent years, the demand for orange juice has dipped. It's hard to say at the moment where the future of the orange juice industry will go. Will orange juice remain as a breakfast drink of choice? How will Brazil's growing presence affect the demand for the commodity? Will its meaning change again in years to come? These are hard questions to answer at the moment. In the meantime, let's continue to enjoy a fresh glass of orange juice in the morning.